Hey, boys and girls. Happy Monday. Happy June. The year is wrapping up, guys. We've got 3 more weeks left. And I thought for the last 3 weeks of math, we would do something that could be a little bit enjoyable for you. You guys have been putting in a lot of hard work. So I'm going to be assigning a food truck activity that we're going to do for the next 3 weeks. And it's all going to be posted in this slideshow that will be shared with you in this post. And each week, I'm going to give you a certain amount of slides to complete from Monday through Friday. Okay. Week one, which is starting today, you're going to be doing slides 1 through 13. So today I'm going to go through each of those slides 1 through 13 and kind of tell you and show you what the expectations are going to be. All right. So here we go. On the first page right here, we've got running a food truck. So this is the idea. Okay. Second page, it says, before you begin, as you navigate through each section, / page, there are text boxes in all areas where you will need to type. You can change the dimensions of the text boxes and the font style and size. Okay, you know what text boxes are, guys. And if there's somewhere you think you need to type and there's not a text box, you just go up into the insert and then you click on text box. Okay, not too difficult there. Okay, the next one says, for any part that requires drawing or designing, you can choose how to complete that section. So there's going to be some spots where you're going to be designing what the food truck might actually look like. All right, so it says, for any part that requires that, you can choose how to complete that section. Up in the top bar, there's the text box, right? There's a insert of an image, there's shapes, there's lines. You can use any of these. So if you want to go online and find a clip art from the internet that is appropriate for what your food truck might look like, you can put that on your food truck. That's fine. But you're going to be doing that with these tools that are up here. Okay. And that's where it says shapes, lines, text, and inserting clips. All right. And then one more thing. It says when it comes to making maps, designing layouts, hand drawing, and invention, just you could use paper and pencil if you would like. If you want to print out one of these pages, do paper and pencil and then add that link to your slide. Like you can insert an image, from your computer. If you save it to your computer, you can absolutely do that. So that might be a little more beneficial for you to print out a page, color it, design it however you want, and then upload the picture and post it back on your slideshow. It's a lot of work there, but some of you might find that more enjoyable. Okay. But this is all for you, right? So the designing and the creation, it's for you to have fun with it, guys. I don't want you to feel like I'm creating a hardship. This whole activity is supposed to be more enjoyable, a little bit more laid back for the month of June, okay? So slide 4, it says, run a food truck. This is our cover page. This is our first page, okay? So in here, there's a text box. You'll click in the text box and you'll put your name in there, all right? You could also decorate this page however you would like. If you want to, put some sort of pictures or words or anything on here or color some things, you could absolutely do that. I'm honestly not sure if you can fill things like we do on other activities, but you can play around however you want to do it. Okay. Again, if you want to get creative, this is all about you. You could print this out, like I said, color it up, and then insert the photo on top of it. Again, totally up to you. All right, so the next page, it says running a food truck. It kind of is broken up into 3 different sections. Food trucks are an important component within the world of eating. Whether it's a lunch crowd or a spot by a concert, food trucks are in high demand. Plus, the food isn't just good, it's great. For this project, you'll begin a business startup, move to creating the menu, and then create your very own food truck. The last part we'll get to. We're not really as worried about that as the others where we're creating. It's more about doing the startup and the menu. All right, so as we move on, there's no work that needs to be done on this page, but it just kind of tells you there's the startup spot where you're creating your name and your logo and you're doing some design work. And then you also have to think about some things, with running a business and going forward with that. The menu is the fun part where you're going to pick the food that you're going to be serving. It's more than just saying, oh, I want to be a pizza place or I want to be a burger place. It's all of the things that you want to have, your main courses, your drinks, your side orders, and all those options as well. And then building the food truck, that's a little bit extra activity that I'll get to when we get closer to the end of end of the school year. Okay. So on slide number 6, it says the food truck startup. It says list 3 ideas for a business name. So you're picking 3 business names for your food truck that you might want to come up with, and then you're picking your favorite one and you're putting it right here. Then down here, you're creating some ideas for a logo. So again, that's where you're going to go here. You might add some clip art. You might want to put some text boxes in there or draw some pictures or shapes. But this is all for you. What would you want the logo to look like? Kind of like I have up in this corner here, my Mac logo with what was the NFL logo. You could do something like that. Okay. It doesn't have to be that specific. It can be exactly what you want it to be. All right. Slide number 7. Okay, so it says using your business name and logo, create 3 different versions of how your truck might look. So here are 3 food trucks that you're going to decorate with your logo, with your name, and all those things that you would want on your truck. Remember, you don't want too much stuff on there. You kind of want to just make it yours. You want to have it, your information, the main information on there right now. You don't have to put menus, you don't have to put the food and everything. You're really just looking to put your name, your logo, and some sort of design on there. All right, so then on the bottom here, it says, which did you like the best out of those 3 and why? Okay, so you're going to type up an explanation. Well, I like the first one because of this, or the second one because of this, or the third one because of this. And it says, why are great designs and logos so important in businesses? So think about some of the businesses that you use and the logos and the designs that you've seen that stand out to you. You know, why is it important to have a great logo? You know, why is it important to have a great slogan or a name? Like what's so important about that? All right. Slide number 8, we're getting a little deeper, a little more writing here. I know you love that. Okay, so it says think a little deeper about your food truck business and answer the questions below. So what's your slogan going to be? Okay, Nike has, just do it. That's their slogan per se. What's your slogan going to be for your food truck? All right, and then it says, how will your business be unique from other food trucks? Why should customers come order from you? You don't just want to have another food truck that kind of fits in. You want to have a food truck business that stands out from others. So what is unique about your business? Why are people going to come to Mr. Mac's Crab Shack? Why are they going to come to my place as opposed to somebody else's? All right. So you're going to put that information on the lines there. Then it says, business hours. So you're going to put your hours of operation. Remember, you want it to be realistic, but you also want to pick times that people are going to use your food truck. All right. You want to try and be smart with when you're opening. If you think about some restaurants, if they're open for dinner, they open at a certain time because that's when people are eating dinner. You're not going to have a dinner food truck that is open from 7 in the morning to 10 in the morning. That doesn't make any sense. So keep that in mind with what you're serving and what's your target. For people to come in and see you. All right. How are you going to advertise your business? So list the different group of ways that you could advertise your food truck to get to the masses. How are people going to see this? And then it says, what problems could you run into? Now, I know some of you are like, I'm not going to have any problems, but there's always going to be problems. So what could be a problem that you could run into? Think about what you're serving. Think about what your plan is for delivering this food. What is a problem that you could run into? All right. Slide number 9 talks about the menu. So if you look at this page, it goes over what is included in menus. You're going to have main courses, sides, drinks, and condiments, right? So it says each item on your menu will have a specific price. You're going to have to pick that specific price. All right. You need to have, it says examples could include 25 cents or 0.25, right, for money. So again, 25 cents, you can have decimal points for your money. They've got main courses. You need 6 options for your main courses. They give you some examples there. Your sides, you need 10 different choices for side orders. Like a side order, it gives you, you have to think about what is something that you could add on to a meal. Talking about like French fries, right, and things like that. What is something you could add on? Drinks, you need 4 different types or styles to choose from. They all will be priced under $1, and the sides, again, will also be priced under $1. And then condiments. When you talk about condiments, you're talking about your ketchups and your mustards and your mayonnaise and your hot sauce and your barbecue sauce and your ranch and things like that. You need to pick 5 different ones at least. And they're going to be also for sale under 50 cents. So again, this is just a breakdown of what your menu is going to include. So then here, they give you the to-do list for making your menu. So first it says the directions. Read all the directions, not just the top of the first page, but every page with the directions. Read through it. Okay, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to brainstorm, list food options that could be on your menu. Work with classmates. Now, obviously, you're not going to be with your classmates, but you can chat with your friends, you can chat with your parents, chat with your siblings, anybody, and find some things that they might think is interesting to add. Then says third, pick the menu, pick the final decisions, and begin creating your menu with the 4 key areas, which we just talked about. And you have to include the prices for every single page. Then you're going to build what the actual menu is going to look like. So it says you'll be making 3 different meals, each with more ingredients added to each one. Then find the total cost of each meal. So you'll see when that slide comes up what I mean by creating and building these meals. There's combos. You know, when you go to a fast food place, you want number 1 or you want number 2 or number 3, right? So you're going to have to figure out a combo where it's going to include 8 different items. Yes, it sounds crazy because you're like, when I get a combo, I get 3 things. Well, this one's going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit different. Okay, it's a platter. It's not just your combo meal. Next, it talks about taking orders. So it says classmates will stop by your food truck and menu and order. Okay, obviously we're out of school, so we're not going to have them stopping by, but you're going to share this with people, show people what you have, and take an order, what they might want. All right, and then when you've received what their order is, you're going to have to tell them the final price for what they're ordering. And then designing the menu, it's an optional idea. Okay, you are going to design a menu. You're going to design a menu with every single item on it with prices. Okay, so think about like a restaurant that you might have a menu for at your house, like a pizza place or something along the lines of that. Or restaurants, when you go, they give you a menu and it opens up and you have all those options. That's something that you could be doing as your final step. All right, so number 11, it says list different options for each category. It says work with classmates to create a comprehensive list. So you just want to put all different main courses. So if I'm doing a seafood food truck, my main courses are all going to be all different main types of seafood that could be served. And then for the sides, it's going to be things that would go on the sides if I was doing a seafood menu. Again, you want to keep everything to make sense like that. All right, so then we say drinks. So then all the different drinks will be listed there, and then all the different condiments will be listed in that last column. So again, if you click, there's text boxes, and you can type things and make a list. All right, now you don't want to just have tiny little words spread here, guys. Make it fit. Make it big enough so that they fit into that category. All right, you might want to do a list by saying number 1, right? So if you click, so you might say 1, you know, blah, blah, blah. Number 2, it'll pop right up. All right. And then blah, blah, blah. Number 3, and it all pops up there. So make it big enough so that we can see and make it neat, right? That's part of this is how it's going to look and how it's going to appear to your customer. All right, so that's slide number 11. Slide number 12 is you're picking the menu. So now you're going to have those 4 drinks. Out of everything you listed before, you need to pick 4 of them and put the price here. The price needs to be less than $1. Okay, your main course, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7 main course items. They all have to be less than $3. So you list them all here. And then the condiments are all going to go here, and the prices here, they're going to be less than 50 cents. So you'll take those ideas from your brainstorm and pick the ones that you want the most to be on your menu. All right, and then the first week ends on slide 13, which is picking the menu. So it says all items must be less than $1. Use decimal points to show the value. So the sides are where we had the most that we needed to include for the sides. Now, if you're like, I can only think of like 3 or 4 sides, do some research, go online, look at some restaurants, find some different sides that you can include. All the sides are going to be less than $1. So this needs to be filled up with all of the sides that you're going to be picking. All right, so this is for the week of June 1st, which starts today. Slides 1 through 13 need to get complete. All right, when you are done with slides 1 through 13, you need to let me know because I will review it and I will check and I'll give you feedback with comments right on each slide as to how it looks or what needs to be changed. All right, if you get done this early, you know, you could always go on to Khan Academy to do some research. or you could send me a message if you're done early, and I may send you some extra work that could also be done. All right. But I'm trying to give you some freedom here, something that's fun, but also a little bit of freedom to do it as you want throughout the week. Okay. Any questions, send me a message. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Give me any feedback you can just so I know how things are going. All right. Miss you guys. Happy June.